This is how our guys get to their positions. We are in MTLB, popularly called Motoliga. Now I understand why it's called that. There is almost no noise absorption here. Go first, distance 7 meters. Let's go. Go, go, keep distance. We are in the Serebryansky Forest on the positions. It's about meters to the enemy. Bilogorivka is in kilometers from here. We have arrived from Yampil. It's about 20 kilometers to there. What is the enemy's strategic goal? Why are they so obsessed with this forest and suffer so much losses in manpower? They were tasked with taking Lyman, but they failed. It was crucial. Here they can surround Bilogorivka. They are trying to break through to Dibrova and to Torske. They are trying in all directions, but they are not successful anywhere. Maybe only as soon as we had a rotation in February, there were another our battalion. There was enemy's breakthrough for 2 kilometers, and we went behind the power line, although we were already on the road that led directly to Kreminna. What do they need here? The road? Some exit? Well, as I understand it, the task is to completely capture Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Lyman is there, like Bakhmut. That's why they storm them constantly. After Bakhmut, they want to go to Sloviansk-Kramatorsk. But thank God, they don't succeed. And the same Lyman. It's all in Donetsk region they are aiming to occupy. It's calmer here now, because a week ago the entire newsfeed was Serebryansky Forest, Serebryansky Forest. Yes, a week ago there were very intensive fighting and shelling. Now it's a little quieter, but at any moment it can start. There are shellings every day anyway. However, it's already a little quieter. Bombs and bombs are flying all the time. 80, 120 calibers. A tank comes every day and shoot at us. Ain't talking about SPG-9 and small arms. And how do you conduct combat operations in forests? It seems like, for example, it's difficult for enemy UFVs to walk here, but for ours as well, am I right? UFVs are also used. The weather is fine today. They will fly all day long, from 8 AM to 9 PM, and they also fly at night. What time of the day does the enemy cause you the most trouble? From 2 o'clock, about so. From 2 to 6. The shellings is the most intense. Sometimes they change in the morning and start at 9 o'clock, the most intensive shelling. Sometimes it happens at night. Bombs flew here. We didn't get out of trenches for half a day. We were shelled pretty bad. Here, 10 meters from us. From this side and from that. Behind and in front. Motherfuckers are there. There is swamp and mines there. Do you hear them at all? Usually they are on that side. Do you hear them better there? Yes. How do you defend yourself in the forest? It's safer in the forest just because there are trees. Trees sometimes save you, but as you can see, there is little left of the forest. Near us, it's more or less, but there, the guys have nothing left at all. There are 3 sticks, and that's it. In a field, it's harder to hide, but we can see them well. In a forest, we can hide more easily, but the visibility is poor. Because of trees. They fall, crowns break off, and that's all. It's easier for them to advance, easier to leave. A completely different tactic is used. Here, they mainly already use modern technologies. Drones, kamikaze drones, Orlan UAVs. It's already more about aerial reconnaissance. And based on it, they work more accurately and efficiently. A drone drops such a grenade from above. If one of these falls into a trench, then it will be a disaster. It won't kill you, but it will cripple you. When we came here, there were only 1, 2, 3. There were just 3 small pits. No trenches, nothing. The guys gain most of their skills in combat. After the first battle, the fear goes away. Do you have to storm enemy positions, or are you just on the defensive? Now we are not storming, only defending, but in November we had fighting in forest near Kreminna. We went to the road and stormed it. It was, but the losses during the assaults were much higher. We were on our way to the road. The enemy shot us hard, we retreated, dug in 300 meters from them. We couldn't storm at that time. How often does it happen that a bomb hit the positions directly? Our positions are constantly hit. We have been here for a month, and every day we get hit. So they have clearly hit the sleeping place. Was no one here? Thanks God our soldier was on his position. On surveillance position, a 120mm bomb hit his sleeping place. Fortunately, no one was here. What advice would you give to those guys who are hesitant to join the army or are thinking of different ways to avoid it? Don't afraid. I also was afraid, but as you see, I'm here. How have you changed during this time? I don't even know. Sometimes it's scary and very scary. And when they are shelling, you sit here in the dugout and it whistles, and you think, where will it land? Is that whistling sound or not? No, it's not serious, somewhere far away. It happens that it fits right here, and it's very scary. What do you think at such moments? Nothing. I don't think anything at all. You sit and pray. Yes, the commander is right. You sit and pray. You duck down like this and think about where it's going to land. You have just 2 seconds to duck. It explodes. A wave concussed the commander a little. His ear hurt. If it explodes here behind the dugout, what can you think? Nothing. Yes, there is no time to think. A bomb is faster than thought. Yes, you take a cigarette like this and your hands are shaking. Then you count 3-4 seconds and another one hits. And then another one. And in addition to bombs, a tank also fires. You understand what war is. There is no war without victims. Just like civilians in cities, take any city. It's the same here. Victims could be everywhere, like it or not. You may not even make it there. We had a fellow, I didn't know him well. He was from the lodge where we live. He was sent here to help us, but he didn't make it. How do you relax here? How do you relieve stress? We don't. Coffee and cigarettes, that's all. Everyone had their own way, depending on their psychological state. 5-6 packs of cigarettes per day? No, I personally smoke 2.5 packs per day. Is it 1 cigarette every 2 minutes? Yes, when under fire. Activities that relieve stress, singing, digging, everyone has their own thing. If you have time and it's quiet, you can sleep. But once it starts, there is no time for sleep. 2 cartridges, fire! Next, 1 cartridge, come on! I'll tell you, there was daily shelling here. You see, there are no trees around. Unfortunately, there were casualties. A tank was working. And it hit so hard that it mows everything down. And there were dead and wounded. In our unit we have wounded as well. Our position is broken down, as you can see. Not the whole, but part of it. Shellings are every day, we are being hit, but we are holding on. It's okay.